Hey guys, I'm back for Season 3 of the AOR RF2 F1 2019 Championship. New team, new teammate, new helmet, new cars, new regulations, new calendar. The only thing that hasn't changed is where we begin, here in Australia. And along with that comes...
well, whoever that is getting a massive penalty. They just drove against me oncoming traffic. Oh, well, he literally drove head on.
Q1 went great for me, but for the rest of the grid there were... mixed emotions.
Max Lister has gone second quickest. I can't believe it. Tears in my eyes.
Honestly, this mod is harder than last season's. I don't know why.
It's a million
Q1
times harder.
exit, yeah.
I know I didn't want to start the race on the softest compound, so for Q2 I ended up opting for the mediums. That gave us P4 on the grid.
Went to Waffle House and got food. That's why I wasn't on the server until like...
Do you like waffles? Yeah, we like waffles.
Do you like pancakes? Do you like pancakes?
Do you like French
French
toast?
toast? Do you like French?
That's why I wasn't on the server until like an hour ago.
There you go. That's a better race slap.
That's definitely going in Max's video.
Here's the starting grid then. It's Baxter on pole, then Lawrenson, Yanch, me, Benegas, Raki, O'Henlon, Carpenter, Davidson, Rice, Shepherd, Costello, our teammate Liam Magan, and finally Lauman rounds out the grid. Here we are then for the start of the Australian Grand Prix, and it's lights out for round 1 here at Melbourne. Looks like I get a better start than David despite being on a harder compound. That means we're already up to 3rd before we get to turn 1. Benegas takes advantage and dives down the inside and they make contact. As I said, we're up to P3, that's a podium position already. Instead of pushing to keep up with Alfie, I decided instead just to manage the gap to the car behind. Alfie's pushing to keep up with Craig, but in the process is destroying his tyres. It's not long then until we're right behind Alfie, who for a few laps now has been smokescreening me at the penultimate corner. At the end of lap 8, he peels into the pits for his first stop. That leaves us with a clear track ahead since Craig has already checked out at this point. That is until lap 12 when he comes in for his first stop. Since we're on the mediums, we carry on until around 3 laps later when Craig has already caught up. I knew I wasn't racing him anyway, and since it looked like Alfie was being too hard on his tyres, I was just running my own race.
Max didn't even give me the opportunity to overtake him. He pit.
My tyres could have got a few extra laps, but it was better for both our races to not try and hold up Craig. On to lap 23 now, and we're beginning to get held up by Alfie, who at this point is on worn mediums. I didn't want to make any audacious moves or risk making a mistake, so I just bided my time and waited for the best opportunity to overtake. From this point on, I was just managing the tyres and fuel and setting consistent lap times. Initially I had planned on pitting onto SOS for the last 10 or so laps, but as I approached the pit window I started to consider just finishing the race on these hards. The gap behind was big enough that even if the tyres did cliff, I'd still keep second. My entire race had been very low risk, and I didn't want to risk perhaps cutting the pit entry or speeding in the pit lane. It was just more practical to stay out and bring the car home.
I don't understand what Max is doing.
I'm guessing he's trying to just make sure he stays
Unless he
ahead of
wants to
Alfie.
pit at the end and get fastest lap. But
I don't think he's
no
going
point
to
for
pit.
that.
I think he's going to the end. He's in 2nd, right?
Yeah, I don't know why though.
He doesn't want to just get behind Alfie, and at the race.
Yeah, but he
Nick
would
and
have
I-
been in front of him surely.
I don't know. I don't know the exact gap, but like Nick
He's
and
lost
I
so
are
much
also
time not
closing in.
pitting, so I don't know.
Nick and I are closing in, so if he pits now, it could be that he ends up behind us.
So he's going for track position.
And here we are rounding the final corner to finish in P2. Not only that, but Liam comes home for P9, which became P8 since Sam unfortunately got disqualified. It wasn't the most interesting race for me, but it was a great result for the team, putting us 2nd in the Constructors. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for Bahrain.
Let me break this down to you.